Good morning. I actually have finals in 4 days, but for the first time ever, I don't need to study for it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Keo. If you don't know me, I'm a typical straight A student. I interned for Google and Facebook since the age of 9, and I have 25 years of work experience by the age of 22. But if you do know me, then you know that I'm a typical university degenerate who is close to unemployment after graduation. But for the past 3 months, I've taken up a role as a teaching assistant back at my university. I would love to explain a little bit more, but I am running slightly late, so I have to get packed, get changed, and I'll explain a little bit more along the way. Getting my daily cardio in because this place has more stairs than my will to live. Today is actually the last tutorial class for the linguistics course that I'm assisting with. And this is our tutorial classroom. It's not the biggest classroom in the world, but it gets the job done. Now, as we wait for the medieval computer to start up, which will take another approximate 2,500 years, I might as well tell you what I have been doing as a teaching assistant for the past 3 months. For this particular course, it's split into 2 parts. We have lecture and tutorial. So for lecture, professor usually takes over and I try to sit in the corner of the room and try to erase myself from existence. So basically, I'm at lectures for the mental support. And then we have tutorials, which are smaller classes that takes place once every 2 weeks. And that is where I take over. That's technically not a confidence booster if you're one of my students. Keo's teaching, Keo's taking over, we're fucked. Because I never really felt qualified to teach anything and the imposter syndrome is ridiculously high on my end, basically saying I'm really scared. So for my first ever tutorial, I actually asked 2 of my friends to come and supervise me in case I mentally break down halfway through, which did happen back when I was in primary school. I did break down as I was trying to present in front of my class. That was really, really embarrassing. But look where we're at now. So the past 3 months as a teaching assistant has been a lot more interesting than I thought. I'm responsible for tutorials, which I just mentioned. I'm also responsible for grading homework and papers. I'm also responsible for giving out Fs. Of course, we don't want anyone to fail, unless you put 0 effort into it and we would see it. Oh, okay, this is the grading system. I'm sure you're very familiar. Anything other than an A is unacceptable. B stands for bad, C stands for catastrophic, D stands for disaster. And for tutorials, because I don't really have a fixed syllabus or guideline to follow, usually I just pick out the most difficult part during the lecture and I try to break it down into smaller chunks that are easier for the students to digest. And hopefully they can understand certain concepts a little bit better. Hopefully. So today is a little bit different. Usually tutorial ends at 11:30, but it is currently 8 p.m. Because today is the last tutorial and they have finals on Monday, I told them if they have any questions or any topics that they might find difficult, they can stay behind and ask me about it. And lo and behold, it's already 8 p.m. I'm completely busted, both physically and mentally, but I love to say that I'm pretty happy and satisfied about it. But yeah, I wish all my students all the best with their finals. By the time this video comes out, I would have finished grading them already. So if you did well, congrats. If you didn't do well, then prayers up. So all that's left for me to do now is pack my bags and it's time to head home.
I'm doing alright without you, baby. I hope you don't notice that I okay. Took your number off my phone.
Hey Google, turn on the damn thing.
I'm doing better, doing better, doing better on my own. I'm doing better, doing better, doing better on my own.
Usually I eat at home. Today is no exception, even though it's already 10 p.m. because eating at home is generally cheaper and it's cheaper. Use too many, brain today not really entirely functional anymore. I still need to hit the gym in about an hour because that's non-negotiable on my end. I try to fit in a workout every single day except for Sunday because Sunday is my only rest day for the week. So I'll clean up this mess in a jiffy, chillax a little bit, and then I'll get ready.
Para buscar esa respuesta. Solo preguntan pero no contestas. Ya no sé lo que yo soy para ti. Y eso es algo que a mí sí me molesta. Cambia la actitud como quieras, no sé. Pero ya no aguanto este juego otra vez. Si es que tú me quieres, hoy lo quiero ver. Ponme tu perfil y di que eres mi mujer. No sé qué somos. Si más que amigos estamos bien. Si no, pues dime que yo me bajo ahora de este tren. No sé qué somos. Si más que amigos estamos bien. Si no, pues dime que yo me bajo ahora de este tren. ¿Qué somos? Porque siempre andamos solos. Nunca en tu barrio ni el vecindario saben que somos, que somos seis, baby, dime que somos. Porque siempre andamos.
To summarize the past 3 months of me being a teaching assistant, I would say it's been more than interesting. I took the exact same course 3 years ago and I see reflections of myself being lost and confused, just like most of the students who are taking the course now. So nothing really changed. Here's the funny thing, when students say they understand something and they give you that nod of agreement, in reality is they don't understand anything, just like me back then. College. But it was a really solid experience. Never did I once think that I would become a teaching assistant, someone who despises studying to begin. Now, I'm not someone to say whether I was a good teaching assistant or not. That's up for the students to decide, but I'd love to say that I tried. And I hope that I made tutorials just a little bit more interesting and easier for you guys if you took Ling 2004. Who knows, maybe I will be a teaching assistant in the coming semester as well, or I will venture out my own and maybe try new things. Maybe something like that. Every time I make a new day in the life video, I feel like I'm moving into a new chapter of my life, and I feel like this video would be a good memory to look back on in a couple years' time. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I still read, go through, and reply to every single comment on my videos. Same old drill, and I want to keep it that way. Keeps me connected with y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I'm gonna be knocked out for a solid 8 to 12 hours. It's one, guys. It's one. Have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.